I'm very excited today because I have a closing. I am downtown Detroit right now, and I'm about to walk in that building right back there. Ooh, fast. And to close on a house. I am in front of an apartment building right now. Today I am going to answer the questions. So what do I do? I'm ready to go. How do I actually purchase the house? So what that means is I get asked this question by people that have already researched me I'm mostly on YouTube, that's my main platform. They've seen all my Detroit investment information, look for thumbnails that look like that. And they know what kind of a landlord I am by looking at my Section 8 series of videos there. And I don't have all Section 8 tenants, but I am in Detroit. So we do get a lot of Section 8 tenants. You've seen a bunch of my house tours. So when the houses are done, you see those. And you know how great of a job we do renovating houses because you've looked at this series of videos here where we took a house start to finish. You've made up your mind, you're ready to go. You've already gotten on my exclusive buyers list. The link is below. And from that list, we had our phone call. We talked about insurance. We talked about taxes. We talked about my calendar. And you want to know, well, what do I do now? How do I go about buying the house? So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So let's key up the intro and let's get started. I am Monique Burns, and I am coming to you from Detroit, Michigan, from my title company where I just closed a house for a buyer who lives in Toronto. He was not able to come here and get our investor tour. I have a video about that there because the border is closed because it's coronavirus, but he was able to look at a tour of the house, which if you want to see which house he bought, here's where the tour is right there. And he really liked it. I have great video tours of all my houses. If you're wondering, who am I anyway? My husband and I buy houses in Detroit, we renovate them, and we sell them to investors all over the country and all over the world. Be sure you are subscribed to my channel so you can get all the latest information of which houses we're working on, what's going on, all my Detroit investor information. When you get on my exclusive buyers list, one of the first things that happens is you and I will talk on the phone. We'll set up a time to speak to each other, and I will explain to you about what our availability is. We do have a waiting list. It books up because we only sell about 2 houses a month. We talk about the timing of it. I'll say what month we have open. Sometimes we have things right away because different things change. We do not take an earnest money deposit because people sign up for our houses before we've even purchased them. So I can't really take a deposit on a house I don't even have yet. But I put you on my calendar for the month that works out for both of us that you could purchase a house. Once you do that link below to get on my exclusive buyers list, you will be instructed to set up a time to have a phone call with me. And we will talk about the timing of when you can buy a house. We'll also talk about any of your questions about the property management, the insurance, the taxes, what are all the costs, and what is this process right here. Once the house is underway and I have a really good idea when we will be done renovating the house, I will send you a purchase agreement. And it's a standard Michigan purchase agreement, like just a quick fill in the blank thing. I've been told by title companies, which is where I'm at now, in the United States, we don't use lawyers to do closings, we use title companies. It's far more affordable. And it's great. I mean, this is what they do for a living, is they search all the titles. But I have been told by title companies that the purchase agreement is more like the handshake, saying, okay, I'm gonna do this and you're gonna do that. And then when it comes to the closing of the house, it's the documents at the closing that are the most important documents of the roles everybody has and who's paying for what and what is it that you're getting exactly. And with those title agreements comes insurance that you are buying a house that is marketable. So we only sell houses that have a warranty deed, meaning that when you are ready to turn around and resell this house, that you will be able to. So it's a good deed. And I use a title company. They are not equal. Title companies are definitely not all equal. I use one that is very familiar with Detroit, and a lot of the properties in Detroit have been through a tax auction. So there's a whole process that is done before you ever purchase the house that guarantees you that everybody was served correctly if they lost it in an auction. And what you're getting is completely marketable, and it comes with title insurance. So a day or two before the closing date, you will get the closing documents to review. And on the documents, you will have other costs besides just the cost of the house, which I should mention, we're talking very seriously about raising our prices in 2021. So if you're not already on my waiting list, now would be the time to get your name in and get the 2020 prices if I'm able to keep guaranteeing them. So get your name on our calendar, and I'll do my best to be able to promise you the 2020 prices, which are actually our 2019 prices. We never raised them, but we do need to raise them now because the cost of lumber has gone up and everything is just takes longer and it's harder right now during coronavirus. So a couple of the costs that you may have besides just the cost of the house is for the tenant placement. If our waiting list is tight, sometimes you will be buying the house right as I'm placing a tenant. You'll have to pay a prorated amount between seller and buyer for the tenant placement fee, which is 1 month's rent. Now, if you bought it a month after we already had a tenant in it, which sometimes happens, you will not have to pay me that tenant placement fee. Another cost to take into consideration are the property taxes. So in Detroit, the taxes start in July. July 1st, the taxes are due and payable. There's a grace period there, but so right now this is November. So the closing I just did, the buyer had to pay the taxes from November until the end of June. And then there's another tax that comes out December 1st. So he only has to pay, this is the end of November, until December 1st. So he's only got a few days that he has to pay of the winter tax. The winter tax is pretty low. It's usually under $200. The summer tax in Detroit, they seem to be averaging right around $1,200 right now. And then you also have to pay the title company for their job. The seller pays more, and then the buyer has a fee that they have to pay. But as a buyer, you have to pay $250 to the title company. There's also a $35 fee to get them to take your documents to the county to get them all recorded. The county also charges their own $23 fee, which is their recording fee, which is passed along. You'll see all those numbers on your closing docs, and I will then put it in what's called Authentisign, my software where you can sign online. And I fill in all the spots where you need to sign and the dates and things, and I email it to you. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. You click, click, click through it, and you're done. And the closing date, you actually own a piece of Detroit. It's that easy and it's that simple. I find it like way easier than leasing a car. There's hardly any decisions to be made. I don't think there are any decisions to be made. It's this, 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 and you're done. And it's very simple. If you have any questions, please comment below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe to get all my other videos. Right here is my Section 8 Secrets Revealed playlist. Here's the house that we just renovated that you'll probably want to see. Here's all my Detroit information, and here's where you can subscribe. Thank you again for watching.